and Carnival Mardi Gras. Yeah, those are two very interesting names for the channel, but we'll cover those another time. But anyways, let's go back to Jacksonville. This is the Jaxport cruise terminal, and yeah, this isn't specifically the Carnival Elation here. It is a celebration, but the Carnival Elation was not available in this game. It's very unfortunate, but the celebration was its predecessor for the Jacksonville market. But this ship hasn't been here since 2008, but it is the closest thing I could find to the Elation. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on a damn cruise. Let's relax a little bit. Anyways, before we can set sail, we gotta do the muster station. So you'll be hearing that shortly. Be ready to cover your ears as the horn will have 3 long blasts. Okay, thank you passengers, ladies and gentlemen, for doing your muster drill and all that good stuff. We will be releasing the tie downs here shortly. Alright, and we are ready to set sail. Right now we're kind of stuck in the St. John's River with a whole cruise ship. I don't think a cruise ship belongs in the river, it belongs in the ocean, doesn't it? Anyways, let's correct that mistake. This is sort of captain speaking, Lucky Dawg. I hope everyone is enjoying today and having a really good time. I'll be speaking to you throughout the cruise. Again, thank you. Alright, that was the captain speaking, and I am your cruise director. Welcome aboard the pretend Carnival Elation, but it's also a celebration. That'll do. Let's get it. First order of business is to get this thing away from the dock. Alright, it's sail away time. I had to turn the music up. Clear. We'll get this thing away from the pier eventually. know what you're thinking. This thing is not very fast at first. Alrighty, I finally got this thing turned around, so we are doing good now. Yeah. See, there's Jaxport behind us there. Let's get out of here. Looks like we're doing good. Sorry, I had a little glitch there, but anyways, making our way down the St. John's River. Now keep note that there's no Dames Point Bridge in this map, because the map for some reason didn't include one. But it's pretty awesome for what we do have. But before we make that first bend over there, I want to show you what we're working with. So you have Jacksonville right here, Blunt Island, then I forgot what the name of that island is, but we literally have to float down the river out into the Atlantic Ocean just like the real thing. So you can see our progress there, that purple line. We start slowing down a little bit as we're making that approaching that first bend in the river. See if we can see inside the ship. Oh yeah, that's fancy. We're in this window. You can see the bridge. Inside the bridge. Yeah, it's not much of an interior. Just the bridge. Yeah. But the bridge sees the same thing we see out here. So that'll work. There we go. Let's chill right there for a minute. Eat us either a Guy's burger or get a tasty taco from the Blue Iguana Cantina. Oh yeah, look at that swimming pool. That looks fun. There's a water slide right here. Alright, back to being captain. Look at me, I'm the captain now. Go slow. Yeah, let the bow thrusters and stern thrusters do the work here. Also the rudder. Turn the rudder sharp. Not too sharp though, we don't want to run aground. Some of this is as simple as driving a car, but then some of it can be as complicated as driving a spaceship. There we go, that's one of those first rolls that you really feel that you're on a ship. Especially if this is your especially if the Carnival Elation is first time experience for you. When it sails around those curves in the river, you feel it. It's not that violent, of course, that's just me being comical. See, there's the port that we just left. You may be wondering why we're not turning down that way. Well, there's no need to, because there's been a channel that's been dug out that goes more straight. See, it would be easier to show you here. See, this is the natural curve of the river that was originally here. Of course, a river is always naturally windy as hell, so there's been a channel dug out. It's more of a straighter path for shipping. These cruise ships aren't the only ships that go through here. A lot of the times there's fishing boats, a lot of cargo ships. Just all that fancy junk. There we go. Need to kick away from the bank a little bit. There we go. Getting a little too close to the bank for my liking. Just look at the ground right there. That would not be good if we hit it. See, there's a ship. There's the ground. It's a little too close for comfort. There's the iconic whale tail. Now in this game it takes an hour to reach the Atlantic Ocean, so you don't have to stay for the whole video if you don't want to. But for those of you that do want to, you're more than welcome to, as there will be plenty of comedy that I have for you while we wait to reach the Atlantic Ocean. But this is the kind of video I recommend for after a long day of work or something, and you just want to sit down and relax and just watch a BS YouTube video. Just kind of that doesn't really have a point. You just sit down, just to relax and watch something. This is all this is meant for. How to create another viewpoint here. If it'll let me. Yeah. Got a little bit of time. Straighten the rotor out. Okay, let's create another viewpoint. See, I'm creating a viewpoint for the back of the ship. As we navigate the ship at the same time. Dangerous work. This will make sense in a minute. I promise. See if that worked. Perfect. Oh boy. Let me rewind. I messed up and got distracted. Let me rewind a little bit. Well, there we go. We've corrected our mistake. That's what happens when the captain gets a hold of the drink package. That was boo-boo. In other words, French for error. Now we're getting all excited and giddy and all that, but we can't be crashing the ship into the bank of the river. We haven't even made it to the ocean. I mean, hell, what does the world come to these days? Hello, this is the captain speaking. Sorry for that minor inconvenience of crashing the whole entire ship into the freaking bank of the river. You all receive a $50 voucher to spend in the casino. Thank you for sailing with us. I promise no more incidents. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the captain speaking of minor inconveniences. As a reminder, go have fun in the casino and pretend like that never even happened. That DJ is playing some really good music. How far we've made it. Got a long way to go. See, there's the home port right there, that yellow spot. So, see, we've screwed up right here, so it doesn't show there. It doesn't show any purple behind that. See what the radar says. Does that work? Yeah, real weather. Okay, so that is set to the real weather in Jacksonville currently. It's interesting. It's kind of cloudy. Pretty normal for this time of year. But the humidity coming in, there's going to be a lot more cloud cover. Look how fast this thing goes down the river. Yeah, there's a time that I went ship spotting for the Carnival Elation down on the shores of the St. Johns River somewhere. And there is no way you could keep up with that. It's like trying to drive down a road alongside the shore. Thing's so faster than you. I mean, there's no safe way to try to keep up with it. In a way, race the cruise ship. These little ships, they can move. They can book it. You'd be surprised. I mean, that kind of makes sense since they have less aft to carry around. Yeah, we're at the 26-minute mark and we're still not at the Atlantic Ocean. But we'll get there, I promise. Usually on this itinerary, you don't even see the Atlantic Ocean till after formal dinner time. It's not that the river is super long, it's just super windy. A similar experience to that would be sailing down the Mississippi River on a Carnival cruise ship. That, if you haven't tried that, you need to. Just be ready to have a wonderful day at Six Flags. But yeah, I would say the Mississippi River is the reason that there's railings in the hallways of cruise ships. But it was such a fun experience. You need to try. finally glad to be getting into this Carnival cruise ship type content. So that's what I wanted my channel to really be the whole time that I was creating the channel. But I wanted to start off slow just to feel around the internet with it, you know. So I started off with ocean liners, just covering them a little bit. But if you want me to be honest, it was a wonderful experience, but filming all that. But this started to feel like being bored in social studies class. These kind of videos here feel like recess to me because there's no rules, there's no like, I mean there's rules and stuff like, there's patterns you gotta follow, but this just feels more playful because, you know, they're cruise ships. They're not, oh my god, 900,000 people died on them. Nah, there's nothing like that. And of course, a cruise ship has a better atmosphere than an ocean liner any day. I mean, yeah, ocean liners can be fun, but they're not built for that. They're not built for fun. But Carnival, of course, is literally, they literally have the fun ship in their name. Look at that thing. Just imagine being hit by that. That'd hurt like hell. Now I have seen some little sailboats and fishing boats just cut these giant ass cruise ships. Just like, they just cut them off like crazy. Like I'll just do this. I'll do this number. It's like, are you fucking crazy? But yeah, why would you try to cut off a cruise ship with a sailboat? That's insanity to me. If anyone in the comment section or the peanut gallery come up with why people do that, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I need to adjust the weather because usually it's a little bit darker by the time we're down here. Let me move this so you can see what's going on. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely sunset by the time we reach this last bend of the river. And that's if the Carnival Elation is making good timing. That's not always the case, of course. Because there's one time I was trying to film it going under the Jaxport Bridge, like from the bank of the river. No, it was like 2 hours late, so I eventually gave up trying to find it at that spot. But I did eventually find it passing a restaurant down the river. So luckily I was able to capture it floating down the river, going that way. And as you may have guessed it, yes, I have been on the Carnival Elation once, but I was a kid, so it didn't really, to me, it didn't really count. There's so much that I missed out on. I mean, it was still fun, don't get me wrong, but, you know, being under 18, there's only so much you can do on a cruise, if you know what I mean. And that was years ago. Several years ago. Like, the ship has been remodeled 2 or 3 times since then, so it's honestly going to be a whole different like experience, and I'm excited. I think I can see the Atlantic out there. It's good. Easy there. There we go. You can tell that is the Lido deck. Yeah, that's pretty right there. Let me move my cursor out of the way. Time to turn this thing sharp. Maybe that didn't rock the ship too bad. It's bouncing a little bit, but it didn't rock it too bad. That'd be alright. I'm going full throttle down a windy ass river. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. But, well, as you seen that one incident earlier, I don't think it was a good idea to be going full throttle. It'd be alright though. Now I have sort of sped the video up a little bit to where it's not so long, but if you just sit down at home and just play this game on your own time, it takes an hour to make it to the Atlantic Ocean in the game here, but I have sped it up for you. Especially all the times that I've had to go back and correct my mistakes. So like, I didn't film that part. It's just I jumped to where everything was fixed. That way the video could just kind of continue to flow smoothly. To the right, you'll see a runway over there. That is some kind of Navy base. Of course, it's a lot more detailed than that in real life. But need to adjust the time again. It's by now. It's usually dusk by the time you reach the mouth of the river. You can see these buoys blinking here. Love seeing that at night. It's going down the river. That's pretty cool. It kind of tells cruise ships where not to land your ship at. So there's probably a rock or some rocks under there or something. Maybe utility pipes or something. Yeah, my lighting is not the greatest on this ship. I'll try to figure that out one day. So there's a way you can make individual boreholes light up, but I think it's an extra mod that I forgot to install. But before it gets too dark, I want to take a screenshot. There we go. So you can it's starting to get flat out there. So you know we're getting close to the ocean. This ball right here, that's typically a radar dish. That's kind of, you'll see those on cruise ships all the time. Those are just radar dishes. believe we're getting close to the mouth of the river. We are about to smack straight into that buoy. There we go. I think the ships are supposed to go like left and right of that buoy, sort of making a go in and go out, just like you would on the road. But since there's no other traffic, we'll go down the left side of the river. Because screw it, why not? Now if you make it to the end of the video, I have a surprise. Or you can skip to the end of the video, I don't mind. But usually after you're out of the St. John's River, there's usually a sea day, so you might get to see what that looks like. Or some part of the day at sea, at the very least. That's pretty cool right there. It's pretty quiet on the Lido deck by the time you get to the mouth of the river. It's well into 10 or 11 o'clock at nighttime at this point. And here she is exiting the St. John's River. I'll let you enjoy that. And way out there on the starboard side of the ship would be Jacksonville Beach and Neptune Beach and all that other good stuff out that way. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Atlantic Ocean. It's good to be out here. Now we can turn this pile of metal towards the bogs. As soon as we exit the mouth of the river there. Yeah, there's the mouth of the river right there. And there's the Atlantic Ocean. Let's get back to our cruise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your sail away party and your first day on board the Carnival, pretend Carnival Elation, but also a celebration. I will see you in the morning. Well, pretend morning here in the game. Well, congratulations. You made it to the end of the video, and it's a sea day. Hope you enjoyed. Anyways, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and welcome to Lucky Dawg Adventures. And here in about 36 days, I will have a video that's similar to this, but it will have real ships, real people, and guess what? Me in it. Haha. Yeah, I'll see you around. And have a good one, and have safe travels.